Folks, you have to understand something, understand our movement and the revolutionary nature of what we're attempting to do to restore this to a constitutional republic. Fenton repeated again, President Trump was almost jailed by his own Justice Department in his first term. This just wasn't Jack Smith and Lisa Monaco. They're all demons, and I don't know why we don't have a grand jury right now investigating the whole crap. But the apparatus itself, it's a systemic problem. It's not just a personnel problem. It's a systemic problem. It has to be taken apart brick by brick.
This is about bringing justice, the Trump administration, undoing what was done to him. If you leave that hanging around out there in our justice system and you allow that the Democrats, to get away with what they did, and it's not just Jack Smith, like they said, it's the entire Department of Justice and the entire apparatchiks, that entire machine went against Trump. We're going to hear from Steve Bannon and Tom Fitton, and I'm John Mike Keane. Hope you'll subscribe after you watch this.
And the FBI, I don't know why we don't have the headquarters up for sale. We got to take it apart brick by brick, break the thing up into a couple of pieces, and not, I don't think, be out, doing Instagrams about how great they are. They're not great. And I don't, I don't care about arresting guys in the top 10 most wanted. That's fine. That's fine. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, I mean, they had the FBI come to my house a few years ago to give me a subpoena. Yeah, I forgive me for thinking this is a little bit personal. We've worked with the FBI. We've actually hired former FBI guys. I don't even want to kind of give credit to the argument, well, there are good people working in the FBI. That is not the point. And there may be good people working in the FBI, but they're scared in the corner.
And they need to be reformed. That's the whole thing, is that whole operation, they're saying, to take down the FBI, which I've heard many people, including Trump, whisper of that they need to break that corrupt institution apart, because there are still good FBI agents. But like Tom Fitton said, they are sitting in the corner. They are cowering. They were not there to reform the FBI when all this evil was going on. So they're the kind of people that do their job, but will not call out corruption, even when it's happening inside of their own institution, the FBI.
And unable to do anything. So it's not about them. The culture rewards corruption, cowardice in terms of ethics and morality. That's what we saw. That's what we see repeatedly. Remember, we got some, and the FBI's got the best PR operation in Washington, D.C., second to none. Every foreign government looking for PR operations in D.C., every corporation, they should look to see what the FBI had.
But are they going to do anything about it? That's the big question. Do you guys, let us know in the comments below, do you think they're going to do anything about the FBI? Is anyone going to jail in the last Department of Justice? Christopher Wray and Merrick Garland and Jack Smith, I'm specifically looking at them. They're just the highest profile ones.
They're untouchable in terms of, you hear anyone in Congress talking about defanging the FBI? Even cutting $1 from the FBI? No.
They're afraid. They're intimidated. No, they're intimidated.
They're either afraid, intimidated, or incompetent. This is going to need to be done by Kash Patel and Pam Bondi. And Kash Patel, I haven't heard much from him in weeks, so I'm hoping he's working on some giant investigation. But he's got all the emails now. He's got all the files. He's the king ding dong over at the FBI. He should be able to go through all their files and put together a case and start deconstructing this thing. Do they do anything with the FBI? I'm John Mike Keane.